We love buffalo chicken dip and we love sliders. Today we're combining the two and making buffalo chicken dip sliders, and we're throwing them down on the Pit Boss Sierra Griddle.
I'm Adam.
I'm Brett.
And we are the WALTWINS. If this is your first time here with us, though,
welcome.
Consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything that we do here in the Backyard Diner. And this is a game day treat, should we say?
Yeah, I just thought you were going to say it's a Super Bowl worthy dish.
It is.
It is.
Recently, people have been really commenting, hey, we'd love to see some good ideas for some appetizers or things for the Super Bowl or for other games, things like that. We love tailgating food. And so we thought, man, this is a banger that Brett, it does quite often.
Yes.
I taught him my buffalo chicken dip recipe.
I perfected it.
He perfected it, and now we do these sliders, so he's gonna walk me through how he does them at home, because I've not made these sliders yet.
Correct. And so here we go.
Brett,
Let's get to the groceries.
Yeah, how about I tell you, Brett? Let's get to the groceries. He's still in my line.
Here we have chicken breast cubed up already. We are going to be using...
By the way, that's 3 large chicken breasts.
Three large chicken breasts. We're going to be using sharp cheddar cheese. We got, of course, the Frank's buffalo sauce is what we use for this. We're going to be using ranch and Philadelphia cream cheese, and we are going to be using this whole pack of King's Hawaiian sweet rolls. And we will not be breaking them up individually. We will be actually be using, basically like making one huge slider, and then they're pull-apart sliders.
Right.
Actually.
So I already went and I cut these in half. So some of them did come out in groups of 4, but we've got almost the whole thing intact.
Nope. Go get more.
Nah, we're not gonna do that today. All right, so we do have the griddle on right now. The far left burner and the middle burner are set to low. We're looking at mid 300s, and then the far right is turned off, and we'll use that kind of to control the temperature overall. If it's cooking a little bit hot, we can move it to the right or move it back to the left. This is the idea with griddle cooking, is finding your zone. Now, we are gonna throw a little bit of oil on here with the chicken. It is nonstick, but you still need a little bit of oil. Now, if we were on our cold rolled steel, we would throw a little bit more oil, like maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons more than we'll actually use, but we just wanna throw that out because this recipe can be used across any griddle surface. So let's get to the cook.
Yep, and in fact, speaking of the cook, Adam asked if I could walk him through this because I do this so often, and I realized he just wants to be on the Sierra. I don't blame him. So yes, he can do the cook, and I'll walk him through this. This is, again, one of my favorite things. We do this all the time in the house.
Right. All right, so real quick, I do want to point out, this is the Pit Boss Sierra Griddle. It is Walmart exclusive. They are trickling in now. Watch throughout the springtime into the summer. They should be getting more and more out there. Of course, with supply chain issues, you never know when they're going to arrive, but this is awesome. It's exclusive to Walmart. We're excited to be able to show you all it can do. This is similar to the Ultimate Griddles that Pit Boss has. Same surface. This is the non-stick, armor-plated ceramic coating, and we've been so impressed so far.
So
first things first, Brett, go ahead and hand me some oil. Okay, so this is my cooler side. When I say cooler, it's just that there's nothing on. This is warmer over here for sure. This is really hot. Those are all the way off. Should I turn this burner off?
Yeah, you can use
now
the middle, correct, yep.
Now that it's on, now that this is really hot, because we're pushing almost 400 degrees in the middle, the outsides will be a little bit less. I'll start the chicken here where it's a little cooler, so I'm not putting a whole lot. It's maybe a half tablespoon or tablespoon. And then we're gonna go ahead and just get that on. Listen to the sizzle. All right. So, those used to cooking with the scraper tool, we did get this one. We have a restaurant supply store near us. In fact, I'll put a link to the website. It is pretty awesome. We were able to get a lot of tools. You want to use nylon or silicone, high temperature resistant cookware, which is really, really good. So while this is here, Brett, you want to toss me some usual suspects?
More than anything in my entire life.
All right, so Brett was pointing out, normally we really I'd say over season, it seems like, the chicken, because chicken doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, but this is all about the buffalo. So we're gonna let the seasoning in there and go with that. So I don't know if you can see this. We do get some sticking, and again, that misconception that you're not gonna get any sticking. We get a little bit, but that's okay. That's what that oil is for, to look at this. The rest of this just kind of slides and glides around. I'd run 1,000 miles if I could run with you. So the oil does help. So I just threw down a little bit more oil, and you can see we're not sticking anymore. So just some things that we're learning. That's one thing we keep telling people. We want to share what we're learning along the way, but I'm just going to spread this out, let this cook, and then we will go from there. In fact, it's warmer here in the middle, so let me move to the middle of the griddle.
All right, so by the time you're done, Adam, you want about 2 cups of the shredded chicken.
So we're gonna start chopping this down just a little bit. So again, we don't need the metal chopper, so this is a heat resistant. This is a baking scraper actually, but I like it because it's got the curved handle, which is really nice. We also got some KitchenAid ones. This is silicone. It's a little bit soft. We use that for cleaning that we love. And this is another one we've used for chopping, which is also really good. So these are just great tools we've been able to find so far.
And a lot quieter than the metal.
Right.
Let me show you how it feels to roll the dice. You know you want it. Just say the word. Oh.
Okay, so here's the deal. We are losing some of our residual heat, so I'm gonna crank this one back on. And by crank, I mean all the way low. And I'm gonna bring this one up just a little bit. So a key to griddle cooking that we say, so got my middle on low and we turn the far left off. Well, we started to lose heat, so guess what? I'm gonna turn it back on. It's about controlling the heat and controlling the cook. We always say low and slow is best. We like to cook a lot on medium, low.
Yep.
We started this low because we just wanted to make sure we weren't burning anything, but now we're gonna be back to our medium low. So we're gonna do that.
The chicken is just about cooked all the way through, so Adam is basically, once he gets it chopped really down, really fine, we are going to add the ingredients, starting with the brick of cream cheese.
Oh man. All right, so we're on to the next phase. Unfortunately, Brett's not gonna let me use all the chicken. So we're gonna use this much, Brett. I'm sorry, you said half, but I want more chicken. So next we're gonna add our block of cream cheese right in there. Okay, we're just gonna let this melt and we're gonna continue to move and cook this. Now I wanna move this over to the slightly cooler section because with this cream cheese, I wanna make sure we're not gonna cook or burn anything onto the griddle surface. So we'll just let this cook and oh, look at it start to melt. And I'm gonna start to chunk this up. This is one thing I appreciate is when it starts to soften, if you start to cut the cream cheese down, it will start to melt a little bit quicker. So that's what we do. And that is cutting right through. That is really nice, Brett.
Look at that. That's real nice, Clark.
All right, so this is just about melted. You see we still got some chunks, but while this is going, we're gonna pour about a half cup of this sauce in, or a cup.
No, that's about a half cup.
The recipe calls for a half cup, but this is one of those things, you can do it to taste. Now, if we were using the Franks, just the regular Franks, which we could use, oh my gosh, this smells so good. We could add butter to soften it up to get a good buffalo flavor.
Yeah,
Brett,
we could add more. Look at that, it's getting that nice pink color.
So Brett just added the sharp cheddar. I don't care for sharp, but Brett promises me this will be worth it.
Yes.
Okay, so now the recipe calls for what, Brett?
Ranch. So now this recipe, after Adam told me, I looked up and it calls for blue cheese. We're not fans of blue cheese, so we do use the ranch as it calls for, but we're gonna use cheddar cheese instead, or as well, so.
With the ranch.
We're gonna use cheddar cheese with the ranch.
Yeah, and by the way, if you like blue cheese and blue cheese dressing, use blue cheese and blue cheese dressing.
You do you, boo.
Right. Best part
Oh
about
my
these recipes.
Gosh, look at this.
Look at this.
Ready?
Yep.
Now half a cup of ranch.
There you go, and we're gonna mix this in. Oh my gosh, my mouth is watering
Wait till you
so
taste
much
it,
right
dude.
now. Oh, I can't
till you
wait.
Taste it.
Look at the cheesiness. It just isn't. Oh my gosh, as it pulls.
You know
apart.
what's so funny? Look at the mess it's making, Adam, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
Cleanup is such a cinch with this thing.
Right. Look at those. Brett,
Yep.
it's sufficiently mixed. I think we're ready to B-roll and
you don't
build.
need more chicken, do you?
Well, we could use more chicken
No,
to
we
cover all
couldn't.
those sliders, but no, this is good. This is perfect. We'll save those for the second batch because we've got a whole other pack of Hawaiian rolls. All right, Brett, let's go ahead and let's get ready for some B-roll. Kenzie, let's do this.
Sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. I'll take you to a place we can see it all. Step off the edge, I can break your fall. Yo, well, it's my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go. When you fall down, I'll get you back up again.
Well, there they are in all their glory. We didn't know how else to stack them because they pulled apart these sections of 4, so
Yes.
we kept them that way.
That's right.
Unfortunately, we've been letting them sit just a little bit too long, so I want to dig in as quickly as we can.
Yes, what a great treat for any big game, any big thing that you have going on. You can feed the kiddos,
Right.
You can feed the whole family, whatever. This is a great party treat.
Right. Are you done?
I'm done.
Okay, good. Brett, like we say, it can look amazing.
This looks amazing. Absolutely amazing.
You be the judge of that. It can smell amazing.
Can I get a smell ya?
Smell, yeah, you can. But if this doesn't taste amazing, then this was all for naught. Cheers, I'll eat to that.
My brother. Oh my gosh.
You got to do this.
Oh,
Did you want to be the hero at your Super Bowl party? Make these. Make them. Do
Make
it.
'em.
And you could do so much with this.
Yeah, I would just think if we put maybe pickles on there,
Pickles, onion,
and tomato maybe,
yeah, whatever. Just like this, though. Amazing.
and the rolls are absolutely perfect.
The Hawaiian rolls.
Yep.
I don't know why Brett put that down.
They add a little sweetness. That is
perfect.
That is the ultimate slider.
Ultimate game day slider appetizer. You got to make this.
Yep.
So amazing.
It is an appetizer, but it may end up being the only thing you eat.
Hashtag facts. I can't get enough. And like we said, we did the whole thing on this. The funny thing is, Brett was talking about it. We've done this before, and the recipe calls to mix this all in a bowl. When I do this, I used to cook this in my pan on the stovetop. This is just one big pan, one big bowl where you can cook everything right there. We got the chicken ready. As soon as the chicken was done, we added everything else, and it melted and cooked to perfection.
So good.
It's just one more thing that you can do, one more way to be creative on the griddle, and again, be the hero in your backyard. And that's what we love about these kinds of cooks.
And cleanup is still a cinch on this thing. So
And we've got a bunch to feed the family, so we're gonna get up out of here. But before we do, if you like this video, make sure and give us a thumbs up. We really do appreciate it. It's one way in which you can support us and what we do. Another way you can support us is through our merchandise. There's a link to our merchandise store in the description below this video. Our merchandise is brought to you through Digital Promotions, who works closely with Crossroads Missions. And Crossroads Missions does amazing service work. In fact, a portion of all the purchases made through the WALTWINS goes to benefit Crossroads Missions and their service. And Brett,
yes,
we have a Patreon
We
page.
do. Actually, big shout out to our
Griddle
Griddle Entourage.
Entourage.
We love you guys so much. If you want to find out how you can support us through Patreon, that information is down below as well.
Right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to our Patreons. We absolutely love that we get to come and do this and share these cooks with you. Brett, I got nothing else.
All right, let's go. Let's eat.
With that, we bid you adieu. I'm just kidding. Jumping
So
right
why
into it.
else?
Brett, why else are we doing this, though?
Because all we do is twin, no matter what.
And with that, we bid you adieu.
And don't forget to like and subscribe.
And
griddle on.
Feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my veins.